Hello and welcome. Did you know that there is a fairy tale route in Germany? As you may know, it all started with the Brothers Grimm here in Germany. They traveled all over the country collecting fairy tales. Their first collection of folk tales, children's and household tales, was published in 1812. Both brothers developed a curiosity about German folklore, which grew into a lifelong dedication to collecting German folk tales. In addition to writing and modifying folk tales, the brothers wrote collections of respected Germanic and Scandinavian mythologies. They listened to the stories and rewrote them as they saw fit. That's why we don't know exactly how the original medieval version was told, for example. Even so, the tales in the form we know today were also adapted to reduce the violent, sexual and cruel aspect of the stories, which was normal for the Middle Ages. But today I want to talk about one of the tales recorded by the Brothers Grimm. And it's a tale different from all the other hundreds of tales the brothers collected. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. The version chosen says that in 1284, while the town of Hamelin was suffering from a rat infestation, a piper dressed in multicolored clothes appeared, claiming to be a rat hunter. He promised a solution to the rat problem. He was promised a high price for eliminating the rats. The piper accepted and played his flute to lure the rats into the river Weser, where they all drowned. Despite of the piper's success, the villagers didn't fulfill the promise and refused to pay him the full amount. Enraged, the piper left town, promising to return later for revenge. On the day of St. John and St. Paul, while the adults were in church, the piper returned, playing his flute. In doing so, he attracted the children of the town. 130 children followed him out of the town into a cave, where they were never seen again. 2 children stayed behind. One was lame and couldn't follow him fast enough, and the last was blind and therefore couldn't see where he was going. So, why this tale is different than the others? The earliest mention of the story seems to have been on a stained glass window placed in the church of Hamelin around 1300. The window was described in several accounts between the 14th and the 17th centuries. It was destroyed in 1616. Based on the surviving descriptions, a modern reconstruction of the window has been created. The 15th century Lunenburg manuscript already cited an earlier version of the story. A similar inscription can be found in the Hochzeithaus, a beautiful structure erected between 1610 and 1617. A part of the city gate, dating from 1556, is currently on display in the Hamelin Museum. It is the oldest sculptural evidence of the legend, with the following inscription: in the year 1556, 272 years after the magician stole 130 children from the city, this gate was founded. Today, the town of Hamelin makes much of the legend. Mice are everywhere, in hotels, bakeries, cafes, on the streets. But if the story is true, where did the children go? In the 16th century, a theory developed that the children could be Transylvanian Saxons. Some researchers found links between the names and surnames of the two places, and there really was a migration of German speakers in the Baltic to Slavic regions from 12th to the 14th century. This movement was later called the German East Settlement. But there is still other questions to be answered. Why isn't there more evidence of what happened? If the migration took place in many regions, why is it only in Hamelin that this legend has been created? And another question, what do you think happened? Thanks for watching my video. See you in Germany.